Are we live? There we go. Hi. Hey, loves. It's Maggie. How are you all doing? To get used to this new layout, but here we are, it looks like. Let me know if you're watching, if you can see me okay. I know it's a little too early to say that. No one's watching yet. Okay. I hope you're all doing okay. It has taken me a few days to feel into what I wanted to share with you about the current events around racism, anti racist learning in the world, and I feel it is important to share just a little bit with you about what is on my heart. I've been having a lot of beautiful conversations, so I wanted to share. Um, yeah, what's on my heart. Hi, Victoria, love. What's on my heart, what I'm personally doing. So hopefully we can all continue the conversation, inspire each other to do way better, and to show up for the work. So I wanted to go live with you this to make this little video to raise awareness. I want to share my process with you, and that may trigger you, right? It may, what I'm going to say, it may trigger you very deeply. And if it does, that means that you have work to do, right? Which I believe is the case with all triggers, right? And especially this one is a hard one because that is what is going to be required from each and every one of us. And when I say us, I mean white people, right? It's going to require work. And that starts with inner work. It starts with our thoughts, our perspectives. Now, I want to say that I am not good at this or I'm not perfect at this. I don't know all the answers by any means. I really don't. I am white. I am privileged. I'm from Northern Europe. I have been very naive about racism and how it lives within within me and society as a whole for a really long time. I have said the wrong things continuously. I will continue on saying the wrong things, I'm sure. Even right now, I don't know. I don't know what's right. I don't know what's wrong. I'm white. I don't know. And it's a learning process, right? And that doesn't mean that I'm not committed to look at myself, to have conversations, to get uncomfortable, to unravel, and most importantly, I think at this time, to listen, right? I will never understand fully. As a white person, I won't, right? Because it has always been my privilege that I don't have to worry about it. And I feel that unawareness is like the danger here, right? When I am unaware because it's not my problem, I am not seeing how Black people and all people of color experience life. And for me, hi, Joy Love. And for me, it feels my job right now is to listen, to share my process, to do whatever I can do. And that still won't be enough, right? And for me, so I want to share like kind of the steps that has been true for me. So for me, the first step has been realizing that I'm racist, right? And that's a shocker. And it will make you uncomfortable as fuck. That's exactly what's needed because the entire society that we live in, everything, is set up for the benefit of the white man. So, of course, that is within me too, having been raised in this society, right? Northern Europe, that's where I'm from. I never have to worry about things that Black people, people of color, Indigenous people have to worry about day in, day out, right? And that has made me very naive and blind. So it takes looking at myself first to change that. And again, this is my process. This is never ending awareness that I too get to build, right? And it is so uncomfortable to to be told something, right? Or to realize that you are something that you feel like you're not, right? Because I can say, but I'm a really good person. Like, I would never hurt someone. I'm not racist. I have black friends. I don't see color, right? You're going to defend yourself for not being racist. I have done that. And I have found for myself that it's not about me. It's not about me. Because in the eyes of the world, right? In the eyes of the world, I want to be seen as a progressive, liberal, big hearted white woman, right? Not as a racist. But that is exactly what makes me naive because that ignores the whole situation. That is exactly what makes it about me, right? So, to me right now, what feels good in my heart that I can do instead of me looking out in the world what everyone else is doing, right? Is listening and reflecting and reading up on this issue, this huge issue. This it's right. The other day I shared my friend Vita's post here in the group, and she's sharing book recommendations. They were really good. I've been reading White Fragility to understand just how deeply ingrained it is. I really recommend that book, so check out that post, or I can post it below this video. Hi Vita, my love, talking about you. I really recommend that book. She is also sharing lots of Instagram accounts that I really recommend. And also read the comments on the posts, right? You don't have to engage. You don't have to engage at first or not at all, but read and listen and see what's out there, see what's real for people, right? So for me, it's about listening and reflecting. I've been having conversations about this with friends which is really valuable to me. It's time to get so uncomfortable that you realize, whoa, I need to often radically adjust the way I think, the way I speak, the way I view the world as a white person. And it's uncomfortable. Like this right now, you can probably tell it makes me really uncomfortable, right? Because I don't have the answers. I most of the time I don't know. I don't know, right? But guess what? It doesn't matter because again, it's not about me and my ego, right? This is not about being better as someone else because I'm showing up on a live video, right? This is not about getting somewhere. It's about learning and unraveling and unlearning a lot of things, right? Like, we have to do this anyways, even though it makes you really uncomfortable. We have to. And I hope that I'm raising some awareness with this. Like, that is my intention. That is what is important to me. And again, it's not about me. And I know so many of us want to do something, but we don't know what, right? And one thing that I found is white people feeling guilty or hiding or apologizing or showing our shock, right? That's not what it's about because that in itself to me is also racism, right? Because if you're, I'm not even gonna go there, you know what I mean. So feel free to call me out on what I'm saying because this is a never ending learning process for me. And this can change for me tomorrow, right? I may have a reflection later on, like, whoa, I should have said it that way, or you know what I mean? But see that this is required to think differently, to feel differently, and then to act differently. And again, this is my process. You're more than welcome to have your own opinions, do your own thing. But it's always as always, it's important to share my experiences and my perspective so that you can do the same. All right? I'm seeing comments. So yeah, so for things to do, Vita has said it all in her post. That's why I shared it. It has been really valuable for me. Um, Follow people online, share artwork, buy from Black business owners. If you feel called to comment, please do. If you want to reach out to me in private to continue this conversation, I'm more than happy to do so. If you have resources to share, how we can support Black people, people of color, Indigenous people, that's what I'm in the process of too, to educate myself more on that. where to donate, what to read, what else to read, whatever it is, right? Comment, post, I'm playing with my hair clip, because someone will receive something out of it and it will be a good practice for you to show up, right? Because I want this to be a space to explore with encouragement and most importantly, listen. So let me read the comments. How do I scroll down? I've pivoted so many times. Yeah, it's really interesting to me how I'm pivoting too. It's like, but this is really important to me. But I'm not a racist, but it's very interesting how that shows up in you, and I feel like that is the work. That is the work. And so I hope this was helpful for someone out there. It's definitely uncomfortable for me, but it needs to be done. I feel like this is my job. This is my job. So Lisa says, invite others to into your world or ask them if you could be a part of their world. It's healthy to have a diverse circle of friends. It's healthy for everyone. Exactly, exactly. And for this, and also for cultural, like it's important for everything. Really, I agree. Completely agree. Does anyone else have something to share? So, like I said, if you have resources, if you have anything to share with me that I could have said better, I want to know. I want to educate myself around this further. And at the same time, share with you what my process is and has been. And yeah, again, it's not about us, it's about, you know, listening, reflecting, doing. It's not about our ego that wants to look a certain way, right? And it takes a lot, and I'm not perfect at that either. So I love you, Vida. I love you all. And I will be with you again soon. So no weekly training today. I felt like this was more important. Something may come up. I may go live again. And yeah, I'm looking forward to hearing from you all. Bye. Love you.